pedophiles are a huge problem in this audience. And we put one pedophile at every show. I can't tell you where, but you're making it obvious, but it's someone here. I just finished reading the Epstein files, or as I call them, the group chat leak for billionaires, and I've concluded he's innocent. Now, Howard Lutnick was probably my favorite, if you saw that. Right, when they first asked him if he ever knew Epstein, he's like, I met him one time, and I was like, you get away from me, you creep. And then after the emails came out, he had to do another press conference. He's like, okay, we did start a couple businesses together. There might be a few emails where I sent him a picture of me saying where the pussy at, you know. Yes, we started a pizza parlor together. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, fine. Me and Epstein may have spent a summer in Amsterdam together where we rode a double bicycle across the Riviera. And at the end of the summer, we held hands and say, let's never let this summer end, while Goo Goo Dolls played in the background. We might have done that. Fine. There might have been some sacrifices going on. Oh my God. I'm not Epstein's biographer. I couldn't see anything. Do you know how dark it is in the middle of a 3-man horse costume? I don't know everything this guy's doing. Brian Johnson was my second favorite, the biohacker. He's like 50, but he says his biological age is 25, which kind of feels like what you'd say if you want to get young pussy, you know what I mean? I also think that's a good way to, if you come quick with your girl, you're like, my biological age is 17. This is, 7 minutes is a lot, actually, for a 17-year-old. Are you crazy? Now, if I bust quick, I'm very southern and apologetic. I say, well, I do apologize. Madame, you are just too beautiful. And she says, well, can you get hard and have sex again later? I say, oh, I can't overdose on the beauty. Mother taught me gluttony is the most cardinal of sins now. Well, I must be sleeping now. Your Uber awaits you. Prince Harry was hilarious because they did an interview with him and they were like, why'd you go so many times? And he was like, well, I went a few times and then I had to go a 5th time to tell him I'm never coming back ever again. Obviously, I'm English. You gotta be polite. I can't just ghost the man. What, are you crazy? It's like your girlfriend seeing a nude photo in your phone and you're like, you know, babe, I'm gonna go to her house and tell her to never send one of these ever again. That is one of the worst things to get called a pedophile, and they throw it around a lot right now. I won't, if my friend even shows me like, hey, you wanna see a picture of my newborn baby? I'm like, nice try, Mossad. You're not gonna catch the kid slipping, you know? We were at a pool once, and my buddy, he was like, isn't it weird that the kids all have their shirts on in the pool? I'm like, I actually don't find that weird. Do you find that weird? I don't think a grown man should ever have the opinion that the kids have too much clothes on. He's like, no, I'm saying they're all fat now. I'm like, sounds like you're saying they're tasty, pal. That's what it sounds like. And by the way, I'm the opposite of a pedophile. I'm dating an older woman right now. She's 28. And, well, not older than me, obviously. We actually met the old-fashioned way, dollar bill on a string outside the shelter. And, which is also how Epstein met Howard Lutnick. Okay, last pedophile thing. It is mainly a guy problem. You don't see a lot of female pedophiles. Probably why we had to make the tooth fairy a woman, because you can't tell children their teeth fall out, then Gary the fairy is gonna crawl in their window. Give your kid money for his teeth. Kids are gluing their teeth back in. Please don't tell Gary. I don't want Gary's money. If a grown woman's collecting kids' teeth, it's cute. If a grown man's collecting kids' teeth, that's the season finale of Special Victims Unit. Mariska Hargitay's got to bust down the door and save you from the pearly white predator. Yeah. Ice-T's in the corner. This sick motherfucker. Collecting chiclets. It's not scary as a dude, right? If you went to a girl's house and found a bag of kids' teeth, you're not scared. You're like, this witch bitch probably knows about astrology, you know? She's gonna be asking me my sign and some bullshit. If you're a woman, go back to a guy's house and find a bag of children's teeth, you can try to run, but the doors have been fused from the outside. She goes, "What you say?" I'm still on the horoscope part. My sign, the dollar sign. What's up? Gotta be honest, it's kind of a little hard to do stand-up with all the horrific things that are happening on the news right now. So maybe before I start, we should do a moment of silence for the escalating conflict between Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. Which is, I know Israel-Palestine's happening, but that's sort of my Israel-Palestine. Equally as heartbreaking. You know, they have kids, you know, which I guess would be the Gaza Strip in this situation. Some people have suggested a two-parent solution, but they have not been able to figure that out. It does work in theory. Taylor Swift is involved. Ugh. Yeah, she's sort of like America in the situation. Bit of meddling. Probably should just stay out of it. She's got her own conflicts to deal with, right? She's got her whole thing with Travis Kelce right now, which is sort of her Ukraine. He's got to be nice to her if he wants that Pfizer money to keep rolling in a little bit, right? The only good news is, I don't know if you guys know, but my president, Justin Trudeau, has come out to support Israel. And to do that, he's honored a war veteran, Joseph Goebbels. So, respect, that's nice of him. We'll see how that shakes down, huh?
This next comedian, he's the other host of the Fuckonomics podcast. Please put your hands together for Ryan Long!
Antifa in Toronto. It's my mom, she comes. I went to a Leaf game the other day, and the kiss cam is not nearly long enough for me to come. Just getting started, they switch the couple, you're like, who are these two? Give them a backstory. Ernie's talking about Uber. Yesterday I took an Uber and the Uber driver farted in the cab and then turned up the music. I don't know if he's trying to cover the smell with the sound. Or he's like, oh, if he heard that one, this next one is really gonna bring down the house. Toronto. JJ's been pretty gay. Is there any gay people here? Just you? Couple, and then the rest of us are going to heaven. Now, my brother's actually gay, or sorry, he was gay. We killed him for the Lord. No, he is gay, I know, because I had sex with him. What a fag! Okay, my family hates when I do comedy. We did disown him, though, because he's black. Not my brother, just a brother. Just a guy. You know who loved the gay pride parade is TD Bank. Oh my god. TD Bank's new slogan is like, suck a dick, TD. If I come out of the closet, I'm telling my bank first and foremost. TD, I'm gay. We love that. Oh, we put the fun in hedge funds. Rainbow interest rates. Corporations are all about all that shit right now. We know there's 72 genders, but there's only one refreshing beverage, Coke. The best one I saw recently, it was on Facebook and it was an ad, it was like, it's okay for men to experiment. These are the questions we're asking. Axe body spray. And I'm like, Axe body spray? a year ago, their slogan was like, fuck her, she's probably awake. Oh, she's only 15? Axe body spray. The fuck does Axe think their demo is? Shawarma shop owners, lacrosse players, and my stepdad. It's a weird time for all that shit. Like right now, like dudes and frats, like those guys are done. Right? Like, what's up with Corey? Like it's over. I'm so, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck this girl. Everyone's like, you mean she liberated herself, you piece of shit? Which I never brag about. I always brag about the opposite sex. I'm like, 30 seconds, didn't break a sweat. You know what it is. My girl's like, can we do more than one position? I'm like, oh, you a freak, huh? My main move is 30 seconds in, whispering into my girl's ear, the end is near. Winter is coming. No, I'm very southern and apologetic. She's like, why'd you come so quick? And I'm like, I do apologize, you are just too beautiful. She's like, can you get hard and fuck again? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to overdose on the beauty. Mother taught me gluttony's a cardinal sin. I must be sleeping now. Your Uber awaits you. I remember I lived with this dude when I was in college and he came out one night and he's like, I fucked this girl so good she was walking funny. And then it turned out that he just fingered her. So he must have done such a shitty job. Ah! Jesus Christ, Corey! Told you to take the rings off! That's not even impressive. You fucked a girl so good she walking funny? What would be impressive if a girl walked funny then you fucked her so good now she walks normal? She started in a wheelchair. And the dick was so good, she's like, well, I can walk again! Like, that's the magic stick. I grew up in a white family, recommend that. Now, family doesn't matter as much for white people. Like, when I was growing up, both my parents got divorced, now they just have new families, and I'm not part of either of them. Like, I just come home, there's a new stepsister, like, who's this guy? I was an original member! The fuck are you? Okay, in a black family, you're more likely to get beat up, and in a white family, you're way more likely to get molested. Statistically, someone's uncle in this room did some work. Like in a black family, you get licked, in a white family, you get licked. White uncles. That's why when I was 12, I actually molested my uncle just to beat him to the punch. One for the nephews! Nephews are making a comeback. Take that, Uncle Fred! He was a quadriplegic. But after he got this dick, he could walk again! You know who runs the family in the White household is the dog. In my family, my dog used to put peanut butter on his dick and make me lick it off. It wasn't even sexual for him, it was a power thing. He knows I'm allergic to peanut butter. You missed a spot, and I'm like, sorry, sir. White people are on a bit of a timeout right now. White people can't even participate with other races or being racist against each other. Like the other day, my Indian friend was like, this Asian dude just crashed into my car, that's hilarious, right? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. You guys talk amongst yourselves, you hear? Don't want no trouble with no blogs. I'm allowed to say this stuff. I'm mixed race. I'm half Irish, half English. When I did my Ancestry.com, it just came back 100%. I'm so white. When I did my test, they didn't even give me a test. Two guys in hoods just came out and said, your blood is pure. Only you could defeat the uprising. I don't want any trouble. You're the whitest person we've ever seen. And I was like, redheads are whiter? Redheads are not people. Ancestry.com said that. Can you believe that? Any religious people here? Yeah, couple. The rest have curfew. I haven't read the Bible or the Quran or the Jew Quran. I just know that every religion hates gay people and loves hats. Whatever religion you are, when you die, God's gonna be straight as fuck with a huge hat, fingering a girl. Kid Rock, basically. My name is God! Love hats, though. The Sikhs have had, the Jews have had, and the Asians wear the Jew hat but over their mouth. Control the airflow, control the banks. Muslims have a hat and the girls have a less cool hat. I've never worn a burqa personally, but once I did go tanning naked with just the goggles, and I assume it feels the exact opposite of that. I don't know if I'd want to date a girl if her like ex-boyfriend was an extremist Muslim dude before me, just because they're like way better at eating out girls. There we go. There it is. Now I hope you die and God's just gay as fuck. Like, welcome to heaven! Did not see that coming. What's up, ladies? I got a girlfriend right now, so I hate women. Because when you're single, you're like, women are the best. In a relationship, you're like, these are psychopaths. My girl will literally be like, who the fuck is Nicole? You'll be like, that is your name? Text from you also asking who Nicole is. It's crazy. I'm always like, women, you're not this crazy with your boss at work, so don't be this crazy with your boss at home. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's 72 genders now, which means men are better than 71 genders. Boy. My girl doesn't pay for shit. On a date. I think, are you guys on a date? What are you, 50-50 money-wise? No? I'd kill for 60-40, that's a dream. I think girls should pay a little bit less just because they have to pay for makeup to cover their ugly faces. Well, because God made men's faces perfect. And women have to finish the job. No, okay, joke aside, I know women are on the come up and men are on the come down. I'm aware of that. But there's certain shit women are never gonna beat men at. Like, women are never gonna beat men's numbers at kidnappings and murders. We're the John Cenas of kidnappings and murders. School shootings, all men, all day. Just think you never turn on the TV and it's like, 13-year-old Stacy just shot up her high school. Look at women. That's because if women want to shoot up a school, they'd be like, which one? Oh, I can't decide. Chloroforming people in a park, that's a man every time. You never hear about the maxi pad bandit. Chloroforming dudes with their maxi pad. No chloroform, just a normal smell. Dragging the guy back to a cage in her basement. The guy's like, I'm hungry, and she's like, you can have pussy again! You guys were okay with the maxi pad bandit. The only thing girls have monopoly on is drowning their own kids. Not because they're mean, just that bad at driving. Kids were going to the bank, took a wrong turn, glug, glug, glug. And you guys are okay with maxi pad. Listen, by the way, I will always have sex with my girl in her period, but I always run outside naked with the blood on my dick screaming, I just killed my cat! I'm Ryan Long, peace!
Ryan Long, everybody. Keep it going for him.
I do get married, I want my wife to be Muslim just because there's a lot of good shit in there about obeying your husband. And she'll be like, I don't want to do the dishes. I'm like, Allah, she's not doing it. Allah, we had a deal. Talk to her. Put your burqa apron on. Thank you. I worship gay Allah. He's like normal Allah, but really gay. Gala, I call him Gala. Allah's a little bit gay. He's like, don't draw me, I look fat. I'm not religious. The only thing I know about religions is every single one hates gays and loves hats. Across the board. No to gay people, yes to hats. Like whatever God you have, when you die, he's gonna be straight as fuck with a huge hat, fingering a girl. Kid Rock, basically. My name is God! It's my God. I don't want to put a face to your God. They all have hats, though. It's like the Sikhs have hats, and the Jews have a hat, and the Asians wear the Jew hat, but over their mouth. Asian Jewish. Controlling the airflow, controlling the banks. And then the Muslims have a hat, and the girls have a less cool hat. I've never worn a burqa personally, but once I did go tanning naked with just the goggles, and I assume it feels the exact opposite of that. I wonder that feels the polar opposite. I wouldn't want to date a girl if her ex-boyfriend before me was like an extremist Muslim dude, just because they're like way better at eating out girls. Just crossed the line there. I want a Muslim woman. There's a lady in the sheet and a freak in the sheets. No to gays, though. You know what? I hope God's just gay as fuck. Like you die and he shows up to heaven and he's like, welcome to heaven! Did not see that coming. I thought you hated gay people. I just want to be the only one. Didn't want any gays stealing my thunder. Zeus, I said thunder. Zeus is like, sorry, sir. Thank you. In Saudi Arabia, it's basically illegal to be gay, but they still have lashings in the town square, which is about the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life. Then you got caught sucking a dick and they made you get spanked by another guy. I'll be wearing leather like, keep 'em coming, big boy. Oh, I've been bad. I've been real bad. You can't punish gay stuff with more gay stuff. It's like you get caught doing drugs and they make you join a bongathon. Never do it again! If I was a gay dude, I showed up to Saudi Arabia and they're spanking people, I'd be like, it's a fucking free-for-all! Saudi Arabia's a gay nightclub, just like spank, 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 spank. Don't be gay, it's illegal. I lost your daddy. Guys, I'll be right along. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. It's Toronto, peace. It's hard to explain to other cultures like the way it is now. My buddy moved back from Pakistan. He was like, what happened in North America in the last 3 years? He's like, every magazine, the girl's overweight. Do you just love that? And you're like, no, not really, but you have to pretend you do, or you get in trouble on Facebook. Very complicated to be alive, all the opinions you need to pretend to have right now. Even doctors don't want to say fat. They have to be like, listen, if you could be 30% less brave, that would be great. If we get your levels of, you go girl, down to just, you go girl, you know. Look, if we look here at your height to empowerment chart, you're getting very close to morbidly courageous. It's not like guys care. When I first started dating my ex, she was like, oh, my boyfriend before you was a wrestler. And I was like, what? Which one? She goes, it doesn't matter. I go, it matters a little bit. Is it Doink the Clown? Is it Rikishi? John Cena. Is that your ex? Like, is he still into you? Are we gonna be hanging out? Your phone's going off? Oh, it's just my ex-boyfriend, The Undertaker. I'm gonna try to get hard knowing The Undertaker's got unfinished business? Start taking off my girl's clothes and the lights just go out. Boom. Boom. He's in the building. Look up, my girl's eyes are rolling back in her head. Undertaker standing in the doorway in a thunderstorm with my nuts in his urn. No thanks. But then I found out it was like an underground wrestler, so super lame. You guys ever been basically this, but wrestling? They don't even give good speeches. Like the one guy won, they hand him the belt, and he comes up and he goes, "Thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys could, there's a 50-50 raffle. Someone could drive me home, that'd be great." It is a weird time. Like, it's hot to be a victim right now. You ever see people out, like, victim each other on the internet? Like, the other day someone goes, "I think I would know because I'm gay," and this other person goes, "I know a little better because I'm trans." I just want someone else to be like, "Well, I'm First Nations disabled trans." Internet explodes. We found our victim of the year. The ultimate in oppression. And so, like, hey, I do TV stuff, and I was pitching this like show about guys in bands at this network, and then guy at the network's like, "Is there any way we're trying to do stuff with refugees because refugees are hot right now?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Can we put refugees in this show?" And I'm like, "I'm not adding a bunch of refugees to this band. What are you talking about? I came to this country to rock!" Like, their new band, we're the Refugees. Our new hit song, "Staying Alive." I am actually transitioning. Someone's like, "Which way?" Okay. No, it's a new thing. Girls bring me home. They're like, "Where's your dick?" I'm like, "Check your pocket. I'm a transgition." It's a new thing. You guys look out there in 2018. I don't know if you guys know this, but there is actually 72 genders now, which means that men are better than 71 genders. Boys, boys, boys! Yeah, you're right. Carried away. There was only one woman that ever shot up a school, and she went trans first before she did it. 25 years as a woman, no problems. 1 year paying for her own drinks. One. Now what? Your ex-husband took half your stuff? Yes. Goat. Legend. I want to shake his hand. Where is this man? I want to shake his hand. Why'd you get divorced?
He wouldn't get a job.
Oh, this guy kicks ass, dude. He's just sitting at home with the kid playing video games. What if I could, babe? Quality rules. I have a friend, his girlfriend right now is actually transitioning from a girl to a fatter girl. There was a girl on tour, she was selling crystals, and she goes, "These are finance crystals, they make you rich." And we're like, "Crazy, well, you actually have a whole bucket of them, and your job is right now selling rocks. So, are you kind of just not using them, sort of thing?" Why do the women that hate men the most look the most like men? Buzz cuts, men's outfits. That would be like if the leader of the KKK was wearing a do-rag. You know what I mean? It's like the white race is actually the best race. He's dribbling a basketball. You know? I would love to wear makeup. I wore makeup one time, and my girl was all like, "Oh, you can't do blackface. It's racist." It's like... I've even seen things on the internet. I'll be like, "Women are just as strong as men," and it's like, okay, then why are you so easy for me to put in my trunk? You know what I mean? Hey. And I'm not even macho. You know, they always say happy wife, happy life, but men are more statistically likely to kill their partner, so who should really be making who? I'm just saying, happy husband, don't get bludgeoned, maybe. Hey, I'm not... Ladies, it's 2022. Clap if you think sometimes girls can be just as horny as guys. Yeah. No, I don't really think so, but I just want everyone to know where the hoes are at, so... thirsty. There's a lot of protests right now because brands too gay or not gay enough. That's why nobody protests wrestling, because it's the perfect amount of gay. Fuck yeah, white trash, America for the Republicans. 2 naked dudes rolling around for the Democrats. A little something for everybody. But there is 25% more women in government now, which is awesome, but there's also a 25% increase in the national debt, probably unrelated, but a little bit of emotional spending on Ukraine and Israel, you know? Is there any gay people in the crowd? No? So we're all going to heaven? 25% of women make more than their husbands now, which means 75% of women still have to pull their weight. But a few years ago, Michael Douglas was like, one of the reasons I got throat cancer was from eating pussy. And then a lot of doctors were like, it's one of the leading causes of throat cancer. And women still make you do it. That's how much of monsters they are. They want you to go down on them, even though they have a pack of smokes between their legs. A pack of Marlboro Red, no filters, between their thighs. In 10 years, you're gonna see commercials of just a guy on TV with a hole in his neck, like, I wish I never started. It was supposed to be 169. She wouldn't let me stop. Girls don't say that, right? Like, you should never judge a girl's past, even though statistically it's the best way to predict her future. Me and my chick are in like a little bit of a fight because she was on her period, and I guess for girls, your first period's like a big deal. Okay, that's a period joke for the. Okay. Ladies, if it makes you feel better, I'll always have sex with my chick when she's on her period, but I do always run outside naked after with the blood on my dick screaming, I just killed my cat. That's like a fun cat gag that I do. That's a cat joke, so they don't like cat jokes either. Making notes of that. It's really hard to figure out what these people want. You can really only get people fired from their like cool Hollywood jobs, though. You're not getting a guy fired from his like construction worker job in Staten Island with a tweet. Well, you come to the foreman, and you're like, we did some research, and it turns out Cody tweeted something racist in 2001. And the foreman's just like, yeah, we're all racist, so if you could get off this construction site, you homo. I know a woman that transitioned from girl to guy, and she's like, you know, I was so sad when I was a girl because I was in the wrong body. I used to cry every single day. Now I'm a man and I'm happier. And I was like, oh, that kind of sounds terrible, right? But a part of me is like, okay, but if you were a girl and then you cried all day, every day, is there a possibility that you were born in exactly the right body? Is there a chance God nailed it? The girls from Playboy, they have like this podcast where they drop these truth bombs, and they'll be like, you guys might not realize this, but Hugh Hefner was a misogynist. And you're like, what the? Like, how long did you work there? Like 35 years. I hate white people. I actually have a group, Whites Against Whites. There's no blacks allowed, obviously. There's this girl on Big Brother, JoJo Siwa, and she was like a lesbian, and then she came out and said she's straight, proving what I've been saying forever, that you can flip lesbians and you should be trying. You know what I mean? Yeah, they always get mad at me when they're like, I'm a lesbian, and I'm like, challenge accepted. Like, you know what I mean? They told me to stop telling them that, wearing a lesbian Slayer shirt with a pair of scissors crossed out. It's not like guys care. Like, when was the last time you had sex with a 400-pound man? Never. Because you're a bad person. Ask a group of guys what's the worst they've done. They'll be like, buddy, this week? I know friends that are into that shit. I have buddies that'll be like, check out that girl, and you're like, the one in the mobility scooter? Yeah, she's a 10, and I'm like, on the Richter scale, maybe. I think the best thing that dudes did politically, though, was convincing activist chicks, if you really care about the cause, you should pull your tits out of the rally. Good work, fellas. We're like, pull the tits out. And they're like, we don't want to. We're like, someone doesn't care about Palestine. As much as she claims to on the internet. Remember they used to have Girls Gone Wild? I feel like new Girls Gone Wild as they go to college campuses and they're like, ladies, pull your tits out. They're like, we don't want to. They go, they're fracking over there. They go, what the hell? Ladies, they're getting rid of maternity leave in Arkansas. They go, not if we can help it. Did I solve it? Yeah, it's solved. Girls say they want an emotional guy the way that dudes are like, I want a girl that wants to fuck all the time. Then you actually date a girl that wants to fuck all the time and you're like, this is hell on earth. You want that sometimes, that you can't go anywhere. You're at a baptism, she's like, fuck me on the baby. Driving home, she's like, let me give you roadhead. You're like, you're driving. This is out of control. My parents are in the back seat with the baby from the baptism. We had to kidnap it. It's evidence now. India has the highest levels of domestic violence. Yeah, but before you judgy fucks talk about her people, you might also want to know that India has the highest levels of their wives misbehaving. So it's sort of a chicken and egg situation. When I first started dating my ex, she was like, oh, my boyfriend before you was a wrestler. And I was like, what? Which one? She goes, it doesn't matter. I go, it matters a little bit. Are we gonna be hanging out, your phone's going off? Oh, it's just my ex-boyfriend, The Undertaker. Am I trying to get hard knowing The Undertaker's got unfinished business? Start taking off my girl's clothes and the lights just go out. Boom! Boom! He's in the building! Look up, my girl's eyes are rolling back in her head. Undertaker standing in the doorway in a thunderstorm with my nuts in his urn. No thanks. There's a lot of arguments right now, like, should girls be allowed to breastfeed out in public? You know, and some dorks are like, no, and some guys are like, you could squirt it on me for all I care. All right, you guys are gonna like my suggestion, but I think girls should be allowed to breastfeed wherever they want, obviously, but if the baby's full, you should have to offer kills to anyone in the vicinity. That's more than fair. Is that? All right, no. On YouTube, there's all these like tutorials for breastfeeding to help new mothers. 12 million views on these videos, right? It's probably just 12 million new mothers, right? That's probably most likely what that is. 12 million new mothers leaving comments like, wish I was the baby. Like, yeah. He's a thirsty boy, isn't he? Save some for Doug. There's 0 channels where it's a dude doing like a testicular cancer exam. And 12 million women are like, do the left one. Yeah, don't forget the left ball. Messed up. A lot of dudes will shoot up malls and schools because they don't get pussy, really, which means girls could solve the whole thing but choose not to, which is kind of fucked up. Also explains why there's no girls that do that, really, though. Because if any girl was like, I'm gonna shoot this mall up unless I get some dick, fucking within a half hour. That's about 10,000 dudes would be showing up at that mall like, ask not what your country could do. I have a friend who's actually like a male stay-at-home mother right now, and yeah, his wife's like a female businessman, and he's living the dream. He calls us during the day. He's like, guys want to party? We're like, no, we have shit to do. He's like, sucks to be you. Playing video games every once in a while. He gives the baby chips or whatever the fuck. She comes home and her wife beat her or partner beat her or whatever. Lets him have it. Vagina's just worth more than dick. That's simple arithmetic. Girls can sell their used panties on the internet for thousands of dollars just because it touched your vagina. That's crazy, right? Everything a dick touches is immediately worth less money. That is a fact. Watch, give me your drink. I'll do a demonstration of the devaluing power. In the last 4 years, the amount of trans people, like they were born in the wrong body, has gone up 400%. Is that not God kind of quiet quitting his job a little bit? That he's not even putting people in the right body anymore. Like he is, He's like, fucking put the big brain in the woman body. I don't even fucking care. Slap a fucking dick on there. I don't give a shit anymore. I was watching a couple argue once at a bar, and the guy goes, "You're a fucking bitch, this and that." And the girl looks at him, she goes, "My last boyfriend made 3 times as much money as you." I'm like, fuck. Fuck. Real shit that hurts feelings. Guy didn't even know what to do. He was just like, well, you know I'm trying, Jennifer. I just took it. That's not how you hurt a girl's feelings, by calling her a bitch. What you need to do is break her down slowly with little comments about her physical appearance. And just little shit. Like, were your eyes always that far apart? Like, just a little comment. Well, recently my girl was like, "Oh, I don't even think I'm hot." 6 months ago, she thought she was gorgeous, so that's progress I've made. I'll give you an example. Like, okay, we can talk about hot chicks, obviously, because there's none here, right? And, well, there obviously is, but I'm just trying to lower the girl's self-esteem a bit for the boys. Boy! Do you guys think the first guy to put his wife in a burqa, she was just gross? Do you think that there's a possibility? He's like, what if we cover him up? Do you think it's possible? Probably right now in New York, you can get women to do almost anything by just telling them Republicans don't want them to do it. You're like, dude, here J.D. Vance made a bill that women can't take out the garbage. You're like, what the fuck? Oh no! Ted Cruz is saying women aren't allowed to be ready on time now. It's like, fucking, you call that movie theater, tell them we're seeing the previews this time. If you really want to spit in Brett Kavanaugh's face. They're saying women can't organize threesomes for their boyfriend. What the fuck? Oh no! Don't worry, guys. I'm allowed to make race jokes. By the way, I'm mixed race. I'm half Irish, half English. I did my Ancestry.com. It just came back 100% white. Just said winner. The one job women will never be able to be is a Catholic confessional priest. Kind of crazy, right? Because women priests would solve one of the church's pesky problems, right? I know. Yeah, but it'll never happen. They'll never be able to be a confessional priest. And the reason is apparently because even God knew that no woman can handle that level of gossip. So you can't have your confessional priest saying, "Do tell." And then what happened? Is my priest texting right now? Gay guys have the most sex, straight people have the second most, and then lesbians have the least sex at 0 sex because you need a penis for sex. And well, I don't. You know, why when a girl eats out a girl, they call it sex, but then when I ate a girl out in high school and told all my friends fucked her, everyone called me Ryan the Liar for the entire semester. Is there any women here that went with a male gyno, even though most of them are females now?
They're all male.
Is that what he told you? They're all male? It's either me or you die. You're like, what about that one? It's just me. Do you like the male gyno better than the female gynos? He's more gentle? What are the female gynos doing? Is it like a female cop situation where they got something to prove? Male guy that's gentle though. Sets the mood, does it smooth, plays some Usher beforehand. 7 o'clock on the dot. He's in male gyno town. This one's on the house. I have a friend, his girlfriend right now is actually transitioning from a girl to a fatter girl. I've even seen things on the internet, it'll be like, women are just as strong as men. And it's like, okay, then why are you so easy for me to put in my trunk? You know what I mean? And I'm not even macho. I don't know if you guys know this, but there is actually 72 genders now, which means that men are better than 71 genders. Boys, boys, boys! Yeah, you're right. Carried away. Carried away. Me and my chick are in like a little bit of a fight because she was on her period, and I guess for girls, your first period's like a big deal. I would love to wear makeup. I wore makeup one time, and my girl was all like, "Oh, you can't do blackface. It's racist." It's like a lot of dudes will shoot up malls and schools because they don't get pussy, really, which means girls could solve the whole thing but choose not to, which is kind of fucked up. Do you guys think the first guy to put his wife in a burqa, she was just gross? Do you think that there's a possibility? Is there any gay people in the crowd? No? So we're all going to heaven? I hate white people. I actually have a group, Whites Against Whites. There's no blacks allowed, obviously. But I was baptized. I don't want to tell you whether my priest molested me just because true gentlemen don't kiss and tell, but it's none of your business. Ladies, this is a fair question. Why do the women that hate men the most look the most like men? That is a fair question. Your ex-husband took half your stuff? Yes. Goat. Legend. I want to shake his hand. Where is this man? I want to shake his hand. I'm already having sort of a weird day because I had to put my girl's cat down today. I didn't have to. She was just out of town, so I saw an opportunity. Recently, my girl was like, we should get tested. And I was like, we've been together a year and a half. Like, you have it. Grow up. There is 25% more women in government now, which is awesome, but there's also a 25% increase in the national debt, probably unrelated, but... I was moving recently, and we were looking at moving companies, but because of the algorithm, they kept showing us this one company that was like an all-girl moving company, like a shitty moving company, right? And... I am dating an older woman right now. She's 29, and I have a friend who's actually in a progressive relationship. He's getting married, and he's going to take his wife's last name, but he wants her to take his first name. Like, they're both going to be Doug Smith. There's this girl on Big Brother, JoJo Siwa, and she was like a lesbian, and then she came out and she said she's straight, proving what I've been saying forever, that you can flip lesbians and you should be trying. You know what I mean? There was a girl on tour, she was selling crystals, and she goes, these are finance crystals, they make you rich. And we're like, crazy, well, you actually have a whole bucket of them, and your job is right now selling rocks. So, are you kind of just not using them, sort of thing? Don't worry, guys, I'm allowed to make race jokes. By the way, I'm mixed race, I'm half Irish, half English. I'm not religious personally, I'm not gonna worship some dude, I'm not gay, but, we always say happy wife, happy life, but men are more statistically likely to kill their partners, so who should really be making who happy? Just think maybe happy husband, don't get bludgeoned, could be a part of it. I'm actually not really like one of those comedians that's like, you can't say anything anymore. Like, you kinda can. Like, you can do it. I mean, I'll believe it on YouTube, but here... In thousands of years, because of all the mixing, everyone will be brown, and then every house will smell. So, but tastes great. But tastes great. I'm on the pull-out method. You guys know what that is? Pull-out method is when you come in your girl, pull out of her driveway, leave town, start a new life in America. Hey, I appreciate that when women go to the bathroom, they kind of put the tap on before. We all know what's going on in there. I have cameras set up, like, but... There was only one woman that ever shot up a school and she went trans first before she did it. 25 years as a woman, no problems. 1 year paying for her own drinks. No, joke aside, I don't care if you're white or black or brown as long as you're not French. Scum. 25% of women make more than their husbands now, which means 75% of women still have to pull their weight. But I don't know, ladies, it's 2022. Clap if you think sometimes girls could be just as horny as guys. Yeah. No, I don't really think so, but I just want everyone to know where the hoes are at, so... thirsty. Do you think that asexual people should be called agates? To me... Girls don't say that, right? Like, you should never judge a girl's past, even though statistically it's the best way to predict her future. I think the best thing that dudes did politically, though, was convincing activist chicks, if you really care about the cause, you should pull your tits out of the rally. Good work, fellas. I'd be maybe down to join the American Army if you didn't have to be homeless after. There was a lot of female teachers these days having sex with their 13-year-old male students, which has proved what I've been saying forever, that 13-year-old boys are irresistible. Stop making them so hot. Problem solved. I actually got my face bitten off by a dog once when I was younger, and the family told me that I was 12, and they go, you can decide whether they're gonna put the dog down. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, kill him. Easiest choice I've ever made in my life. Kanye West, he was saying he thought black people are the real Jews, which that didn't even really make that much sense to me. Then I was with some of my black friends and I saw the way they tipped, and I was like, okay, all right, that's... Gay people have the most sex, straight people have the second most, then lesbians have the least sex. That's zero sex, because you need a penis for sex. And... the girls from Playboy, they have this podcast where they drop these truth bombs, and they'll be like, you guys might not realize this, but Hugh Hefner was a misogynist. And you're like, what the... My brother is actually gay, or he was. We killed him for the Lord, but that is wrong. No. India has the highest levels of domestic violence. But before you judgy fucks talk about her people, you might also want to know that India has the highest levels of their wives misbehaving. So it's sort of a chicken and egg situation. How long do you think is a good amount of time that people should have sex for?
7 minutes.
And how much do you charge for that? Have sex with a girl when she's on her period. I don't care. But I do always run outside naked after with the blood on my dick screaming, I just killed my cat. And that's a cat joke. Oh, okay, no cat jokes either, I guess. I will make note of that. No anorexia jokes, no period jokes, no cat jokes. As an immigrant, I actually think the hardest immigrant to be would be Indian or Asian or something, because a lot of time their dads will be like, son, you can only date an Indian girl. It's like, well then Dad, why'd you move me away from where they all are? It's kind of a crazy thing to tell a teenage boy, right? 90% of the pussy's off the market. Get out there. Cock blocking him a little. I dated a girl like that when I lived in Toronto, Canada. Her dad wanted her to date an Indian doctor, and this guy was not pumped when she started dating a white comedian. And he didn't want to listen when I tried to explain to him that laughter is medicine. So, if you think about it, I'm a bit of a practitioner myself. And he was like, no, get out of here and take all these goats. We don't even do that. Yeah, I know. That's what this racist said to me. I actually have a super multicultural family in Toronto. I have a lot of half black and half Indian cousins, which is a cool family. But one Christmas, we wanted to go to a movie, and the only thing playing was Django Unchained. It's awkward, right? Because we're all cheering at different parts. And... I'm cheering at the credits. That's awkward, right? The only thing I could think of is more awkward is if you went to that movie and there was a black guy sitting in your seat and then you had to ask him to move. Can you imagine mid-whipping scene? You had to come in? All right, C43. Ooh. Ah, ha, ha. Think you might be in the back of the theater there, pal. Because that's the most thing you don't get called as a white dude's racist. If someone's like, this is a racist murderer, you're like, I'm just a murderer. There was a dude in Atlanta that shot up all these Asian rub and tug parlors, and in the courtroom they were calling him racist, and that guy stood up and he was like, I'm not racist, I promise, I just hate whores. Like, even that guy. He's gonna be going to the electric chair, like some of my best friends are Asian. Well, what do you guys think? Should you treat people of different races the same or different? What do you specifically think? Why don't you guys want to answer? Well, it's because the answer is different, but I can understand why you don't want to yell it. Like, I'll never tell a black guy he looks like another guy. The stakes are way too high. The black guy to me could be like, you look like Jonah Hill. I'll be like, I've actually been told that. Yeah. Even there's just little things. Like if I was dating a girl from Australia and I was like, oh, let me make her feel comfortable by putting on Australian music, you know, Cat Empire, some shit like that. Yeah, nothing weird about that. Everyone feels normal, but if I'm dating an Indian girl, I can't bring her home, put on some candles, and put on. It gets weird. But it's kind of a one-way thing, because I would love if a girl in America tried to make me feel comfortable, took me home and set some candles up and made me feel comfortable with music of my culture, put on, it's been 1 week since you looked at me. I would love that. Shook it to China. I would love that. If a girl made me feel comfortable by putting on Just Out for a Rip, Are We, Bud? I would love that. Just Out for a Rip. That's the only song. That's a smashing anthem. Classic. People are watching wondering what that is. Google it. Do you guys think that Epstein is watching us from heaven right now and enjoying the show? Well, it's the last show. We're going to talk about Epstein for a bit. Is that going to be a problem? Well, pedophiles are a huge problem in this audience. And, well, there's one pedophile in the show, and we put one in every show. I'm not going to tell you where he is, but you're making it obvious, but he's somewhere. I find it so funny that they're like, all the politicians are going to this island and fucking kids, and then you still kind of have to vote for one of them. It's kind of like you're voting for which guy that fucked your wife you have to ride on a double bicycle with. You guys thought you were gonna get a list, huh? Yeah. No, I did. Some people did. They were like, ooh, they have binders. They thought it was just gonna be like, you open the binder, it's just photos and videos of like Stephen Hawking's getting his dick sucked. Don't stop. Like, yo, yeah, Hawk loves. Like, yeah, people. Just Mitch McConnell with his legs behind his head. Just peeing all over himself. Not even because he's into that. He just can't control his bladder at that age. You guys thought you were gonna get it? No. Prince Andrews was the best one, if you guys remember. He went to Epstein's Island a bunch of times, and then they were like, you can't go anymore. And he goes, I'm just gonna go back one more time to tell him I'm never coming back ever again. It's like a guy getting a nude photo, and his chick's like, what's this? And you're like, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go to her house right now and tell this woman to never send me any photos again, starting right now. Other scandals don't seem as juicy now, where they're like, Sydney Sweeney's new ad. You're like, yeah, but what about the politicians blackmailing? You know what I mean? I I mean, I'll look at the tits, but I don't love it, you know? I'm not even a big tit guy, and no one believes me when I say that. I like small tits, dick. That's just me, and that's... It's just the most unpopular thing I'm about to say. Every time I see a girl, they're like, isn't fucking that girl with big tits hot? I'm like, she's gonna be fat so soon. Look at Sweeney's hot tits. I'm like, let's see her at 43. That's gonna be a fucking whale. And, okay, she has good trainers. She's gonna be fine, but you guys know what I was talking about. Back to Epstein. What's your favorite conspiracy? They're all pretty good, right? What, you don't want to hear them? You don't like conspiracies? It's sort of like gossip for men, no? Well, men, we can't be like, did you hear about so-and-so on The Bachelor? But we can be like, did you hear about Bill Gates on Epstein's Island? What's your favorite? What was Fauci's conspiracy?
He made the virus, man.
Oh, just that he made it personally in the lab like a witch, just fucking brewing it up like, oh, yeah. And then everyone will be Chinese. I think that's it. Yeah, so he funded it. That was not a conspiracy. That's just true. Yeah, they're all true. Like, love is real. That's another conspiracy that isn't true. And the conspiracy that lesbians are real. Okay. There's a lot of good. Anyone else? Shout out your favorite conspiracy. Moon landing, right? And I don't even think the moon walk was real, and I also don't think Michael Jackson existed. And that... Are you like really against conspiracies? Some of them are fun.
It's just...
Lizard people.
Lizard people, yeah. Jews. Okay, no, that is not okay for anyone to say that. Stop. Some of... I'm gonna stop talking about this in 5 minutes and move back to the show. It's the last show. We're not on a time limit. We're going to talk about Epstein whether you like it or not. No one's going anywhere, okay? Don't move. Some of the conspiracies got proven true, right? The Catholic Church, that was once a conspiracy. British foster care system, that was a conspiracy. Now it's true. And by the way, I was baptized, and I'm not going to tell you whether my priest molested me just because a true gentleman doesn't kiss and tell. But, no, he did not. But he did dip my naked body underwater, then whispered into my ear, "You're so fucking wet right now." But that's what you get for getting baptized in your 30s. Hey, by the way, hey, and I'm not just trying to shit on Christians. A lot of other religions have pedophiles too. They didn't have a documentary. That's how they get you. Christians got busted. Muslims got more than a few, you know? There's some Mohammeds on the Muhammad list, I'll tell you that. But Christians had a lot of documentaries about it. Jehovah's Witnesses, Scientologists, they just handle it in-house a little bit. You think Tom Cruise doesn't have a couple on his belt? Hey, that's none of my business, but I'm just saying. The craziest thing about the Catholic Church one, they said there was a thing where there was so many priests that like were busted for that what they did was they gave them scan cards and they couldn't get into certain rooms with the kids if they had a charge. Which like, wouldn't that almost be worse if you were a kid in one of those rooms and you just hear a priest frantically scanning? One of these has got to work. Father O'Connor's thirsty, you know, and coaches, there's a lot of like coaches that were like doing stuff like that, which, you know, I think the only way to stop it is you're only allowed to be a coach for kids if you really kind of don't want to be a coach for kids, you know? Like, you know, you want the guy that shows up, like, my kid's on the team, if no one else will do it, I'll do it. You're like, that's the attitude, you know what I mean? Not the guy that's like, when can I stare at where are the kids, you know what I mean? Like a guy that wants it too bad. I'm so the opposite of a pedophile. I'm not, you know, if my friend's like, hey, you should look at my baby, and I'm like, nice try, Mossad, you're not gonna get me like that. The other day, my buddy, we were at a pool, and he was like, isn't it weird that the kids all have their shirts on now? And I was like, I don't find that weird. Do you find it weird? I actually don't think a grown man should ever have an opinion about kids having too much clothes on. And he was like, no, I'm saying they're fat. And I'm like, it sounds more like you're saying they're tasty, kinda, to me.